proud to be surrounded by so many talented peers from all aspects of our film and TV business. I'm honored to stand before you all for such a meaningful cause. As is the case for many of the actors in this room tonight, it was a single part that changed Travis Davis's life forever. Now, the role wasn't exactly the lead in the Spielberg or Scorsese movie. No, the part that would alter the course of Travis Davis's life was a Radio Shack commercial. The year was 1991, and at the time, Travis was a young actor living in Texas. In the commercial, he was cast opposite a beautiful young actress as husband and wife. They had chemistry off the charts, at least Travis thought they did. And so after the shoot, the gutsy young man asked out his attractive scene partner. He asked her if they might try playing a couple in real life, on a real date, instead of in a commercial. But Travis didn't even get a call back. As the actress explained, somebody else had already been cast in the role of her real-life boyfriend. Now, we all know rejection doesn't stop a true actor, so 4 years later, when fate once again placed Travis in a room to read opposite that same young actress, once again playing husband and wife, Travis did not hesitate to ask her out once again. This time, after they had been dismissed from the room without getting the parts. This time, she had no boyfriend. This time, Travis got her number, and 2 years later, having already played Laren Clausen's husband on TV, Travis landed the gig in real life. They were married on January 25th, 1997. And as is the case of any great love story, you can't tell Travis's story without telling Laren's. They moved to Los Angeles, where Travis could pursue an acting career full-time, and he thrived. Travis became a working actor, one of those guys you recognize but can't quite place. He was the Maalox guy in an antacid commercial. He was Walker, Texas Ranger. He guest starred on Desperate Housewives. He had a supporting part in the film Slackers. He hosted a talk soup-style show on the TV Guide network for a full year, and he did tons of voiceovers. He was funny, he was talented, and he was determined. He wanted more, of course. He wanted to get a chance to show more of what he could do in front of the camera. But as Laren so often reminded him, how many people in Los Angeles would do anything, just to become a working actor. A career that gave them a beautiful house in Woodland Hills. A career that was steady enough to allow his wife to stay home with their 2 young children. They were secure, they were happy, and they were healthy. And then they were not. It was stomach cancer, and it struck Travis quickly and brutally at the age of 39. After the shock of it wore off, Travis fought the disease. He fought it hard for an entire year. But by August of 2009, the cancer had returned. The prognosis was dire. At just 40 years old, Travis was told there was no possible cure. This is obviously a difficult story to tell. He was so young. He could have been any of us. And because he was so young, and because he was one of us, we in this room are forced to ask ourselves, what would I do? And there's only one real answer. I don't know. In Texas, Travis's mother, Cheryl, got busy doing what any great mother would do, grieving and crying, of course, but also trying to help Travis and Laren figure out what to do. She searched the web and came across the MPTF website, where she discovered their palliative care program. Then she asked herself the question that you're probably asking yourselves now: what the hell is palliative care? Cheryl picked up the phone. She quickly learned that palliative care is an extra layer of support that complements your existing healthcare treatments when you're dealing with a complicated, often terminal illness. A team was created at the MPTF to help the Davis family. Dr. Steve Axelrod went through medical options with the family and helped Travis and Laren shape a plan for his final months. Pastor Bob Baker developed a spiritual bond with the family, Travis in particular, to help him deal with the even bigger, more complicated questions, the ones you can't find answers for on WebMD. Leslie Leader, the manager of the program, coordinated everything. When Travis's original hospice care service wasn't up to snuff, she got them a better one. When they needed guidance on how to deal with the complicated insurance issues that so often dominate the final months of the dying, she walked them through it. What would you do? How would you choose to die? The palliative care team guided the Davis family through it all. For 3 months, they met, they talked, they exchanged a dizzying number of emails and messages. As Leslie put it, quality of life is also about quality of death, and people don't know the choices they have. The team allowed Travis and Laren to make their final decision together. They chose for Travis to be at home with his family when the time came. The home Travis had earned from a career that so many strive for, the career of a working actor. A career he never would have had without the love and support of a wife he never would have known, if not for 2 auditions that he didn't even nail. A wife he'd made a family with, 2 gorgeous, blue-eyed children who would now get to be near their father in his final days. Travis Davis died on October 12, 2009, just 2 weeks shy of his 41st birthday. Pastor Bob Baker led the service. That was how deep the connection was. Before Travis died, he made Laren promise him that the pictures she displayed for his children would not be those taken in his final months, when he was gaunt and thin, but those from earlier days when he was healthy and strong. He particularly wanted one photograph for his son, a photograph that Laren often teased him about because, as she put it, it made him look like he was on steroids. Ah, there he is. He liked that one. He liked that one a lot. So while we remember the grace with which Travis died, and the MPTF team who allowed him to define the terms of how that happened, we also remember Travis as he would have wanted us to, as a vibrant family man and a young working actor who liked the picture of himself that made him look like he was on steroids. We remember him as an actor who may have blown that audition, but bagged a hot wife immediately afterwards. And we remember him as we would want to be remembered because, well, he was us. Please join me in embracing one of our own, the wife of that brave, determined warrior, Laren Davis. Laren and her family struggles are just one of the many reasons that we're here tonight. Their story could easily happen to anyone. Thank you.